How's it going, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of our career mode here with the Chiefs. Uh, we know we can talk about a little bit of what happened in the last game. We had ups and we have a downs, and then there was the ugly. I think what we did well was mostly on the return game. So right here, we're gonna try to see if we can continue to build on that. Uh, you know, I think this was a pretty solid return. It wasn't the best out there, but 25 yards, putting our team almost in the 30. I think that's a very good starting position. And right here we can see our QB's stats. He's got the 3 touchdowns. One of them was ours, of course. We scored on our first game ever. We did it both in the special teams, and then we also did it as the wide receiver, as the quick slot wide receiver that we are. And right here, I just wanted to check on something. I wanted to see if, oh yes, Jamal Charles, he's out for 6 weeks. Oh boy, those are tough news. I mean, like the previous game, I just didn't see him on the field at all. It was all Davis, and I don't know why he was given the. I know he's a pretty good running back. Props to the guy. He's a very tough runner. He runs into the defenders and is able to get some yards out of that. But I don't know why are we not using Jamar Charles. But right now, I just found out he's injured for 6 weeks, and that's a loss. Oh, and right here, I was gonna turn to the left. I was gonna complete that route because, as I was saying in the previous episode, I'm just gonna run my routes. One of our strengths is gonna rest in how good we can run those routes, and right there, there was just some huge miscommunication between our QB and ourselves. And right here, we got some space going, but unfortunately, he just got sacked, and that's a tough loss. Not being able to do anything with your uh, first drive, it can really mess things up for a team. But especially going up against Denver, they are one of the best teams out there. Both on Madden and in the real league. And I think one of the best things that Madden does is reflecting what's happening out there in the real field, and putting it into the stats and into the players' overalls and into the teams' overalls. I think that's one of the things that Madden has done well continuously, and that's why I really like this franchise. It has its flaws, don't get me wrong. By all means, Madden is not perfect, uh, but every year they do continuously grow on what they do well. And right here, 26 yards per return. Like I said, is not bad. Almost to the 30th yard again. That's very good position. Right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get something going in the pass game. And I believe that was a completed pass for 8 yards. So we have second and short. We can either go ahead and try to use our a quick inside route, or we can go ahead and try to establish that run game. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do the latter rather than the former, and so we can set ourselves for the play action. I think as that quick route runner, the play action is gonna be our best friend. If we want to be successful, and for that we're gonna need the running game to be a big part of our drives down the field. Uh, right here, we're almost to the middle of the field, and I feel comfortable enough to try this route again. I just want to get that chemistry and that timing right with my QB, and right there, unfortunately, our teammate wasn't able to come up with the catch. It was very similar to that huge pass we dropped on the last game, on the season opener of all games. We made so many mistakes in the season opener. I think that the opponent's defensive coach, I believe you me when I say that they caught an eye on our speed. Trust me. Most of the highlights on our previous game, are because of our speed and our agility and just overall how fast we can react to things. But also, and very regrettably, we also put a lot of mistakes for the world to see, and most of them, came because we were not able to be, tough enough to get those. Oh, and right here, well, the same miscommunication happened, but right here it happened for the better. You saw me right there snatching that ball right there and getting that touchdown. We meet the end zone again, and this is pretty good. This was a busted route to say the least. But it wasn't so because of my fault, but rather because the window of opportunity was there, and Alex Smith just saw it. He saw me open, he threw it, I catched it, took it for the touchdown. And right there, I think we started the game on the plus. And on the good side of things, we're gonna go ahead and try to return this punt right here. Try to see if we can come up with something big for our team here. I'm always gonna be looking into ways of how I can provide something for my team. How I can either build up momentum through returning kicks and punts to put us in great field position, or just by making those tough catches, getting those chains moving, getting those touchdowns. However it is that I can get them. Right here we're gonna see and try to see if we can get something going with the deep ball. Right there, that's a beautiful throw. Oh, and again I overran that route. Just I think Aquib Talib just had a great position on us. Not that I want to make an excuse again, but I think he just got a very good position on us. Right here, I think we're wide open right there in the corner of the end zone, but he got sacked. And I hope that this is not recurrent, that he just doesn't hold on to the ball and get sacked, because we're losing so much yardage that we have to be able to come up with some type of strategy right there. And that's a flag. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if it's on us or is it gonna be on them. Oh boy, this is gonna be holding. Wait a second. Yeah, it's gonna be on us. Darn it. We were already at a bad position and we just put us in a worse position. This is not something I'm liking, especially not against a team like Denver. We are already out of field goal position, and that's just horrible. Right here, this is. I thought I was gonna be able to make the route. Okay, this is more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and long, but it's better than 3rd and forever. So we're gonna go ahead and try to see if we can come up with something here from the suggestions, and we're already running out of time here, so I had to take that timeout right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and risk it. Try to see if I can make Alex Smith connect with me in a long route. Right here, you're gonna see me I'm gonna try to get it out into the open. Right there. Try to make that catch right there. Was that a touchdown? I don't see the touchdown sign. Oh, 4th and 10. That's poor awareness by me. Trust me, I did not like that play at all. And unfortunately, I cannot challenge anything because it's already under the 2-minute mark. I don't think the booth is gonna review it, even if I take a timeout. Yeah, no. Although I'm pretty sure it was not a catch. I think it was very poor awareness. I think we need to work on that. And this is a typical rookie season, as you can already see. There's so many ups, there's so much potential, there's just so many things that we were doing well. But for everything that we're doing well, there's also things that we can improve, and there's also things that we're just completely out of sync. Just awareness when we're making catches, that needs to be something that I need to work on, and also the long routes. And right there, oh my god, that's just another horrible throw. I didn't even ask for the ball right there. I knew I was being covered by Talib. I knew he read that right because I was keeping my eyes on him. and Alex just threw it to me, even though I did not ask for that. I was not open. If I'm not open, I'm not gonna be asking for the ball because I know that these things are gonna be happening. So we need to build some better chemistry with our QB right here. And right here, I just get tackled for a very short gain on a punt return. So I'm just gonna try to see if I can capitalize on my quickness and speed and try to return as many kicks and punts for touchdowns. Um, but also I have to come up with ways in how to use those attributes in the passing game. I'm not getting those targets. I know that probably one of the reasons why I'm not getting so many catches is because of the time that I have set the quarters to be. Just 3 minutes. I think if I set it to 5 minutes, I will be getting more catches. But then again, I do want to keep this videos rather short. Uh, you know, but still, I thought I would be able to come up with some more catches, more receptions, to say the least. But it's just not happening. I'm against Equip Talib. He's one of the best defensive backs there are. But again, I'm not one to put excuses out there and not perform. If anything, I'm just analyzing the situation. Was that an interception? No, it was an incompletion. If anything, I'm just analyzing the situation to see how it is that I can come up big and better for this team. They drafted me so high, so least to say they have high expectations for me. They believe that I am the last piece on the puzzle for them to take that next step in the playoffs. They've been to the playoffs the last 2 years, I believe, if I remember correctly, but they have not been able to take that next step. They haven't been able to win in the playoffs, and I think that down the road, down the last stretch of the season and into the playoffs, they're gonna need a tough wide receiver who is able to move those chains, who is able to get those quick, who is able to perform those quick in routes and then just take it to the house, one way or another. Right here we have a 7-point lead. I think that I feel comfortable enough just to kill the clock. And you see the suggestion box is just filled with running plays, and that's what the coach wants to do. He just wants to go ahead and burn the clock, and it's the smartest strategy out there, given that we've already made so many mistakes. We have 2 interceptions against us, compared to just the 1 touchdown, which is mine, by the way. You guys saw that. It was a pretty good. Well, it was a busted route, but still. And that was so close to being a safety. But we end this game. We win it against Denver, tough opponent, one of the toughest out there. And we're gonna move on to week 3. So join me for week 3, and this is your host Frank signing out.